Every single year, every single season, Dollar Tree brings these fabric rolls that you can buy every holiday, and I love the designs that they always bring for fall. I had these already at home, and I love the designs that they have. We're going to start with this one right here, and the first thing is we got to do is, of course, remove the paper. It's a little sticky, but it removes really well, and we have to iron it just a bit. They come really rolled up, so it has a lot of creases, but that's okay. We're going to iron it on with my little Cricut Minute Heat Press, which I love crafting with. Then once I had it ironed, I'm going to start cutting, and I realized I was cutting in the wrong direction. Just pay attention to the design of the fabric if you want your craft to have a specific orientation, right? Like if it's got to go like sideways or long ways. So anyways, I caught myself just in time. I was able to cut the piece that I need, ironed it just a tiny bit more, and then we're going to fold it. We're just going to make a little tiny, it will look like a pillow, but it's not going to be a pillow per se, and I'll show you. All right, so then once I had it folded in the size that I want, I'm going to cut off any excess, and then with my rotary cutter, I'm just going to use the ruler to make sure that those ends are nice and straight. Same thing with the bottom one. Once I have it where I want it, I'm just going to hot glue it to itself. We're making like, it will look like, like I told you, like a little pillow. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, don't hot glue, just sew it. If you want to sew your crafts, you go for it. These are crafts that you can make very quickly and have it for the season. And if you don't want to keep it, you just either gift it or throw it away or reuse the stuffing, whatever you want. I prefer to hot glue mine, but go ahead and sew if you'd like. I did flip it back to what it should look like, so back to the front, and then we're going to fold the up, like the one at the top, the little seam, and iron it. I'm also going to take the leftover fabric and I'm just going to cut off one of the little squares of the design, and then I'm going to place it on the corner here of this drop cloth, and I'm going to cut off a piece that's about 1 inch bigger than the design we just cut. That way we're going to layer them right on top. I'm going to fray the one end we cut, and then we're going to iron it to make sure it's nice and smooth. We're going to hot glue the drop cloth first right there to the center. Once it's hot glued, then we're going to hot glue the little design right on top of it. Even though it's the same design as the actual fabric behind it, it looks very pretty when it's really layered together. All right, so now we are going to place some buttons. These are just from a huge pack that I get on Amazon. And I'm just going to hot glue 4 of them, one in each corner of the drop cloth. They're not the same, but they're all brown and they look really pretty. Now we're just going to use some pillow stuffing. This one is actually from Dollar Tree, but I usually just buy a pillow from Walmart, $3, $4, and I use it all the time. Once I have it where I want it, I'm just going to fold and tighten that one end, but I'm going to keep a little section right in the middle open because we're going to add a stem. These little stems come in a pack from Dollar Tree. We're going to add hot glue and we're going to add it. We're going to make it like it's going to look a little pumpkin. Once I have it secure, I'm just going to hold it until it hardens. You can leave it just like this, or you can add extra little embellishments, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my distress ink and I'm just going to add a little bit of distress on the drop cloth. This is going to add a little bit of dimension. It's not needed. It's just what I preferred, but I like the way it looks with it. It just looks a little bit rustic, maybe? I don't know. I liked it, but you can skip it if you want. Once I have it where I want it, I want to add extra little embellishments around the stem. So I'm going to take this little wired garland that I got several years ago from Dollar Tree. We're going to cut off a piece, wrap it around the stem, and then we are going to twist it so it's nice and secure. And using a pencil, we are going to curl the remaining pieces. This is just going to add a cute little curl kind of detail to it. And then once that's done, I'm just going to make sure that they are where they need to be. We're going to hot glue it to the stem, and then we're going to hot glue a little greenery stem right to it, and then a tiny little flower. Again, just little details, but love the way this one turned out. Oh my gosh, all the layers, all the fabrics are so pretty. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take leftover pieces from other projects and we're going to start making some cuts because I want to create another piece, and you're going to have to tell me what you think it is. I'm going to tell you, of course, and towards the end, but I want you to try to guess. All right, so we are going to cut 2 pieces of each fabric, And we're going to make sure they're around the same kind of width. Now, the middle one is going to be the drop cloth, and I'm going to cut this one shorter or like thinner because it's going to be right in the middle. So basically, you just want to have 2 pieces of fabric from each fabric. And in my case, I picked 3, but you can pick 2 or even 4 or more. I'm going to iron them just a little bit to remove any wrinkles. And then we're going to start laying them right where I want them. So I want the one with the flowers and that on top. We're going to hot glue the drop cloth in the middle. And then we're going to hot glue the other one with the plaid style at the bottom. Here's the thing, because I like that little frayed look from the drop cloth, I want the drop cloth to be at the top. And I'm going to do the same thing and mirror that design on the other one. Once I have it hot glued, then we are going to place them right on top of each other. And then it's going to be like back to back. Once I have it nice and straight, we are going to start cutting in a kind of like a triangle shape because we're making a little candy corn design pillow. So cute. So I'm cutting them both at the same time. That way they're both going to have the same exact shape and I don't have to try to mirror it or try to copy it. Once I have it cut, I'm going to fold it in half and just really make sure that each side is as close as possible in the same style and size as the other side. And then just like we did with the previous project, we're just going to hot glue the edges, leaving the bottom open. The difference is this one, we're going to hot glue it where it leaves like a little tiny ledge at the edges because we're going to hot glue it when it's facing the right way. But you can do it however you want. And again, you can also sew it if you want. Once I have it hot glued, I'm going to add the stuffing. I'm going to use a glue stick to kind of make sure I get right in those little corners. And then we're going to hot glue the bottom completely with the glue. You can add whatever else you want to this. I'm going to leave it quite simple because there's a lot going on already with the different fabrics. But I am going to add this lace ribbon right where that edge of the drop cloth is. But I still want to see the frayed. So I'm going to do it right over it. I'm going to do it at the bottom, at the top. That way it's just going to look so pretty. All right, so we're going to cut off the excess. And just like we did previously, I'm going to use my distress ink to ensure that it has a little bit of distress on the edges, but not too much. Just enough to give it a little bit of contrast and create a little bit of an edge to it. But that's it, my friends. What a gorgeous little pillow you can make. You can make little baby tiny ones. You can put multiple ones together in a little vignette. Gorgeous. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to make some ornaments. Who said ornaments are only for Christmas? I didn't. I have made ornaments for Easter, for Christmas, of course, and I've made several throughout the year. So I'm going to make some fall ones, and we're going to take these wood slices. These are from, I think it was Amazon that I got them. I need to get more because I ran out. I'm going to add a layer of Mod Podge, and I'm going to put them to the side to dry. Then we're going to cut out some of these leftover fabric and just going to make some cuts so that we have enough fabric to cover each wood slice. And then once the Mod Podge was dry, we're going to add the fabric to each wood slice, add some parchment paper, and then iron it on. And I love this technique. If this is new to you or you're new here, it attaches paper and fabric and napkins. It is such a good technique, and I just love it because it's so easy. All right, so they are attached. Now I'm just going to use my scissors to cut off the excess. Now you can use an X-Acto knife, but using my scissors on an angle form, kind of see how I'm cutting it, it really cut it close to the edge, and it worked really well. All right, so now we're going to use this weeding tool, and we're just going to poke that hole. The slices already had holes, but we're just going to make sure that the fabric has that hole as well. And we're going to thread the ribbon that we're going to be using for our ornaments right through each little hole. And then we're going to tie it in a knot close to the wood slice and another knot on the top so we can hang them. How fun are these? And definitely something you can do many of and even sell them. All right, so we're going to add a little embellishments to each. These are all going to look different, but yet complement each other between little flowers and picks and pumpkins and leaves. Whatever you want to add is up to you. Just make sure it's sized appropriately. But look how adorable these look, like a set. I am so happy with the way these turned out. You can hang these on any plant or just laying on console table. But let me know what you think of these. I am going to start with this wooden pumpkin. I got this last year, so this is leftover from last year's stash. And I'm just going to give it a quick sand. This is just gets a little bit rough to the touch, and then wipe it well. I'm going to add a layer of Mod Podge. I'm just going to cover the entire surface. I'm not going to do the stem because it's not needed. Set it to the side to dry. I'm now going to take this piece of leftover fabric from last year, and I'm just going to iron it nice and smooth and remove any excess from the sides. I'm going to take a piece of foam board also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to freehand a larger stem for the pumpkin. The one that it has, it's okay, but it's a little small. After a few tries, I finally found one that I liked. With my X-Acto knife, I'm just going to cut it. Now I'm going to place the fabric on top of the now dry Mod Podge, place some parchment paper, and just iron it on. Using my X-Acto knife, I'm going to remove the excess fabric from all the edges, taking my time and making sure that it's nice and straight. Now I'm going to attach that extra large stem that we created with a little bit of hot glue. And now we're going to start adding some rope. This is nautical rope from Dollar Tree. It's the natural tone one. I'm just going to start lining all the edge all around the pumpkin. And now I'm going to take the same rope and I'm just going to wrap the stem around with it. Now this took a little longer, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I do want to show how I started. So I added hot glue in the end, in the front and the back, and then I just kept adding a little hot glue in between each stripe. And that way it's going to hold in place, and you just kind of keep doing it until it's all covered. I realized that once I was done, you can still see this edge right here. So I'm just going to add one more layer of the rope. This is just going to cover things up and just clean it up, I guess. All right, so now we're going to add some embellishments. I'm going to take this ribbon. This is beautiful blue ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, and I'm just going to scrunch it in the middle, tie it with jute string. I did the same thing with this orange ribbon and then tied it right on top of the other ribbon. I'm going to fluff as needed, just making sure that the bow looks where I want it, and then I'm going to angle cut the legs. I'm going to hot glue it to the top of the pumpkin right there at the base of the stem. Added greenery to each side. These are from Walmart. I'm going to add a cute little flower right there in the center of the bow, and then some extra little seeds on each side just to add a little pop of color. Nothing major. Now we need something to hang it with, so I'm going to take some of this natural color jute string. We're just going to wrap it around the base of the stem to the back, make a knot, and then loop it into just a little loop that we can hang it. And then I thought to myself, I think this would be really cute to create extra little texture on the stem. So I'm just going to hot glue it to the back and then just start winding it all the way to the top and then bringing it right back down. This is just going to give it, again, just texture and a little bit of a design. Again, just hot gluing in the back to secure it in place. And that's about it. What a gorgeous and easy craft you can do. There's a few steps, but they're not hard. Such beautiful colors. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.